What's poppin' knights? It's OnoKage, otherwise known as the King. And I come to you with something new. A brand new what if that wasn't made just by me. So, I'm gonna let him introduce himself right about now.
Howdy, my fellow knights. My name is Outlaw Cowboy, but you can either call me Outlaw or you can call me Cowboy. I hope y'all are prepared because this what if is about to get lit.
That is correct, Outlaw Cowboy, a longtime fan turned friend. And don't think this is the only one. There's another one coming soon that was actually in production longer than this one. But I do want you guys to know that I'm fairly easy to reach. I don't always respond, especially now going through the stuff that I'm going through, but when I do get everything situated and handled, I will be more available, especially in Discord. So join the Discord. Other than that, I feel like we've talked your ears off long enough. So let's get into it. Woo!
Don't have time to waste, the king is into
Beast
Your
mode.
ninjas better hide away before I try to beast mob.
Not to win this fairy tale, I got the heat flow. Back the lead in the trunks, I got the heat dome. Got the flow going crazy, that's a shuttle clone. I switch it up and interchange, and yeah, that's how the story goes. Sharingan or Rinnegan, pick one. Either way, you'll stay gone, cause bygones ain't bygones. Then in my hand, make your O go and run. If I just pull that rock, you are so stay like a cost. These hands is napalm. Fuck around and find out what I breathe with the sample. Someone with the brakes, I can ape you a prince. Oh, I'm a king, what you tell me with no prince? Dude, got the knights right behind me in the back. Dude, wanna fall down when the doors attack. Oh, like you know, see, I'm the leader of the pack. So what you lay down, bitch, pay respect.
Hey.
We start our story with a familiar nightmare. A young Itachi, running through the debris, saving any life he can, clenching his brother tight, protecting him from the wrath of the beast. As the smoke starts to clear, he hears tears. Tears of anguish and pain. He runs towards the sound, hoping to help someone, following the teachings of his uncle and aunt. But the sight he sees was one even the young but skilled Itachi wasn't ready for. He sees the third Hokage standing over his mother, who cries, writhing in pain. He rushes to protect her, but freezes once he sees who Makoto is holding. The lifeless body of Kushina. As the wails of sorrow echo throughout the village, his father walks up to him.
Itachi, why are you here? No. Right now, that's not important. Did you see what happened?
Itachi nods his head, unable to speak from shock as his father continues.
Minato and Kushina have passed this day, but they leave behind their legacy.
As Fugaku bends down, he looks at his son, Itachi. He's in tears. He knows how much Minato and Kushina meant to him. He clenches the infant close to his heart as he tells his son,
Look at me, Itachi.
Itachi opens his eyes, through tears revealing that the 6-year-old boy has become the youngest in history to awaken his Sharingan, surprising Fugaku. But he must mind his bearings as he tells his son,
Listen to me.
The infantile Naruto begins to cry in Fugaku's arms. As Fugaku tries to comfort the child, Itachi questions, Who's that?
This, Itachi, is Naruto. The legacy of Minato and Kushina. Much like you and Sasuke are mine. Hold him. Treasure him, Itachi. He, like Sasuke, is your brother now.
He hands the child to Itachi, who now carries both Sasuke and Naruto in his arms. Itachi looks at his brother, and then at his new brother. He watches over them. He begins to speak out for his father, but he notices his father has already walked away to comfort his mother. He walks in his father's footsteps to her as well, holding his brothers tightly to keep them safe. This is a day we all know too well. The day of Naruto's birth, The day of the Nine-Tails Rampage. The darkest and brightest day in the history of the Leaf. But something has changed. This world did seem a bit brighter, with the friendship of Kushina and Makoto shining through the shadows. Since their days at the academy, they've been inseparable. As they grew and married their respective sweethearts, Kushina, her rival turned lover in Minato, and Makoto, her betrothed that won her heart, Fugaku. Through their sisterhood, Minato and Fugaku have become friends. Through their time knowing each other, a day would hardly pass where the four were not together. And that includes the raising of young Itachi and the birth of Sasuke. And in this world, Itachi admired Minato. He looked up to him, saw him as a second father. Through their terms of endearment, he called him uncle. And today was to be the day of his uncle and aunt's firstborn son. But now that they're gone, Itachi questions what is life. As he stands atop a cliff, he veers over the edge. He throws himself off, and as he falls, the child thinks,
What's life anyway? Birth, death. Birth, death. Life is born, then life dies. Life is a battle. What's the point? Do we just fight today for the battle tomorrow?
As the boy falls, the ground comes in quick. His life, although short, begins to flash before his eyes. He remembers his mother, his father, his two brothers, his auntie and his uncle. And he remembers the last words that they said to him.
Flashback. Itachi, I know you're skilled, but that'll only take you so far. I mean, look at Obito.
Itachi does, watching Kakashi introduce Obito passionately to the ground. He's confused as to what Minato wants him to see.
You don't see it, do you, Itachi? Here, let me help. You and Obito, you share the same dream. You want to be the Leaf's first Uchiha Hokage. However, in terms of skill, I would say you do far outclass Obito, even at your young age. But when it comes to who's closer to becoming Hokage, Obito is leagues ahead of you. Itachi questions why, so Minato explains as Kushina walks over. Because Obito knows who Obito is. When he wakes up each morning, he strives to make each day better than yesterday. He may fight with Kakashi, but he values Kakashi as a rival and a friend. Every time I look at Obito, I see the will of fire burning bright. But with you, Itachi, the will of fire, it still just flickers in your heart.
He's right, you know. Listen, Itachi, if you don't listen to anything Minato tells you, pay attention to this one. After all, he did beat me in becoming Hokage, so he might know a thing or two. And between you and Obito, I see a great rivalry forming. So don't let go of your will of fire, Itachi. Keep it, nurture it. I know it'll burn brighter than anyone else's one day.
As the memories flood in his mind, his instincts to survive force him to plunge his kunai into the wall. To slow his descent, as he falls to the bottom of this cliff, he realizes...
The will of fire. Uncle Minato talked about it a lot, but what is it? What is the will of fire? He never got the chance to explain it to me.
As he walks away, he was surrounded by crows. He watches the birds fly freely around him. He envies them, their freedom. It's captivating. But one bird flies down. The two meet eyes. Itachi wonders why, but the bird flies away. Itachi memorizes the bird's patterns. He questions the will of fire as he continues his walk. He sees his mother lying in bed holding Naruto and Sasuke. He then leaves, not to wake her. As he walks outside, he sees his father, overlooking the lake, practicing his fire-style jutsu. Itachi joins him, and they begin training together. As they train, Itachi asks,
Father, what is the will of fire?
It means something different to every clan in the Leaf. But in layman's terms, it's an ideal that unites us all. For me, much like all Uchiha, it means loyalty to one's own ambition. To Minato and to your mother, and even Kushina, it means something far more simple.
What do you mean?
Love, Itachi. For them, the will of fire just means love. Minato was a fool.
Fugaku's heart grows weary remembering his friend, but he continues, not showing Itachi.
His will, his goals, and his ideals. They were the best for the Leaf, and they were the best for the Uchiha. The Uchiha have had to hold a curse for as long as I could remember. Because of that curse, the Leaf fear us. They trim our territory, they refuse our aid, and it all stems from the curse.
What's the curse?
Hatred, Itachi. It's what shapes our strength. All Uchiha earn their Sharingan through pain and hatred.
Itachi wonders, is that true? He tries to rationalize it in his head, but there's still something missing, so he says, But
I don't have hatred in my heart. I just, when I knew that they were gone, it hurt so much I couldn't control myself. And my Sharingan awoken. I didn't know what to do.
But what if you could kill the being that ended Kushina and Minato?
Father, I thought about it. But revenge won't bring them back. If I could stop that person from hurting anyone else, I would. But it wouldn't be for revenge.
Fugaku looks at the determination in his son's eyes. As he confirms this, he pokes his son's heart as he states,
Good, Itachi. I know you don't suffer from the curse. Your strength is like Minato's, power derived from love, not hatred, and the desire to protect others.
Itachi looks into his own heart. He searches for the answer. When it finds him,
Father, I think I see it now. What I've been missing. What Obito had that I didn't. He was honest. He never doubted himself. And I'm not going to anymore. Father, I'm going to become Hokage. And I'll rid the Uchiha clan of its hatred.
Fugaku smiles, his son living up to himself and his expectations. Now, years have passed. Sasuke is 7, Naruto 6, and Itachi 13 years old. The three brothers are inseparable, choosing to spend their free time training and going out into town, buying food. Though Naruto doesn't feel as comfortable as Sasuke and Itachi does. When they leave, for whatever reason, be it to train or on a Hokage's office meeting, he feels them stare. The villagers. He hears under their breath when they call him a monster. He hears when they talk about his clan, calling them the red-eyed devil lovers. The only peace and solace Naruto can find is in the company of his family. But today, Naruto has a lot on his mind. The three are practicing the Shuriken Jutsu when Naruto loses his footing, runs face first into a tree, dropping the Shuriken all around him as Sasuke chuckles. What are you doing, loser? I got distracted, you jerk. Itachi questions, while Naruto grimaces. It's weird. I had a weird dream last night. Sasuke grows curious, so he listens intently as Itachi inquiries.
What did you get distracted by, Naruto?
So, Mom tells me stories about my other parents. And last night, I had a dream, but it wasn't me, it was the Nine Tails. Yeah, Sasuke interrupts as Naruto nods. Well, loser, it's a good thing you don't need to worry about that. Nine tails or not, you ain't beating me or Itachi. Hey, you just— I'm serious, Naruto. Me and Itachi will be here for you. So you don't need to worry about the nine tails. We got you. Okay, brother? Okay. Thanks, bro. The two fist bump as Itachi pokes both their foreheads, as he states he has a meeting this afternoon. Time passes, Naruto is spending time with his adoptive mother, Mikoto, while Sasuke trains with his father. He's being compared to his brother, which pisses him off, but he can't argue. He knows he doesn't compare to Itachi. Meanwhile, Itachi is in the Hokage's office, speaking with Lord Third and the village elders, and Danzo. They hold a meeting where they begin to discuss the Lord Third's resignation from the position of Hokage and his intention to have Itachi fill the role of Hokage. As Itachi hears this, he beams with pride, but Danzo refuses to allow this. He bellows, Hiruzen, surely you jest. You aim to make this boy Hokage. It's no joke, Danzo. I hardly know of anyone more apt to the role of Hokage than Itachi. This is unprecedented. He's still a child, Hiruzen, and you aim to give him such power. Not to mention, he holds custody of that red-haired outsider's child. That's enough out of you, Danzo. Her name was Kushina, and she was the wife of your fourth Hokage, and Homura. Itachi is no mere child. He has stood on the front lines of war, taken the lives of enemies of the village. While what have you done? Silence fills the room.
We are ignoring the main issue here.
And Uchiha cannot become the Hokage. That would be a mockery of our master. Lord Tobiramu was a great ninja, but he had his flaws, much like any other man. Lord Second cared for nothing but the prosperity of this village, and if you disregard his teachings, you'd be nothing but an old fool, under the guile of those red-eyed demon lovers.
Demons? Do you mean my clan?
Yes, boy, your clan, the Uchiha, with your Sharingan, holding the ability to influence the mind of others. How do we know Lord Third isn't under your control now? With that, again, the room is brought to another quiet hush.
Are you finished? I understand your apprehension towards the Uchiha, but do you really believe I have the power to place Lord Third under a genjutsu and go unnoticed? Are you calling yourself that weak, Danzo?
You dog! What about the day of the Nine Tails? Where was the Uchiha then?
They were in the shadows, per your orders. Per your orders. It took a lot to get that information, but thanks to the scrolls Miss Kushina left, dispelling your seals was easy. I don't know what you were planning, Danzo, whether it be to sow disorder within the Uchiha, but you will know. You won't win.
Danzo grits his teeth in frustration. The Uchiha coup d'etat that he tried to incite. His plans went belly up. But Itachi continues.
Now, understand me, Lord Third, Koharu, Hamura, and even you, Danzo. The village that my uncle Minato believed in is the same village that I've dreamt of since I was a child. And that's the village that I will protect and cater to as Hokage.
Hiruzen smiles, but Danzo growls. The fox.
Do you mean Naruto?
Yes, boy. He needn't be in your care any longer. Give him to the Foundation. Itachi doesn't respond. He just glares at Danzo, who smiles, knowing he just struck a nerve in the boy. Learning where Itachi's weak spots lie, he continues. Under your care, the fox has grown weak, undisciplined. Give him to the Foundation, and we'll make him a weapon, obedient only to the leaf. Itachi wants to attack. He wants to kill Danzo now, but no. No. He just minds his breathing as he responds.
Naruto is not a weapon. He's a child. A child of the leaf. Do not belittle his life. If I ever catch word of this again, I will personally see to your expulsion from the council.
Hiruzen smiles. And with that, I would say this meeting is done. And as you've all seen from Itachi's demonstration, my faith in him is well placed. And should he continue to follow in the footsteps of Minato, by the time of his 18th birthday, Itachi will be our next Hokage. Itachi smiles, proud of himself. As Hiruzen continues, you have a lot to prepare for, young man. I will personally see towards your training with the aid of Kakashi, and you will meet me in my office.
Yes, sir.
The day ended with excitement for the young Uchiha. The next day, the three brothers go to train, for which may be the last time. They train for a while, and as the day ends, Itachi has to meet with the Hokage. But Sasuke wants to continue. While Naruto is hungry, he heads back home to see what his mom is cooking. He then tells Sasuke that he'll be back with some food, so that they can continue their training. Naruto heads home, but the streets, they're uncommonly quiet, dark, lonely. A weight begins to settle on Naruto's chest. As his skin begins to crawl, his walk home becomes a run. As he yells for his dad, his mom, but he hears nothing, not even the people in their homes. He reaches his door. As he pulls back the curtain to figure out where everybody is, he sees his mother standing off with the shinobi wearing a mask. She's surrounded by three bodies of other similar ninja, but she yells,
Why are the Foundation in my home?
"Where's the fox?" he says coldly in retort, offering no information. She yells,
What do you want with my son?
as she charges, her Sharingan active as she combats the Foundation Anbu. But Naruto realizes the ninja wants him. They're targeting him for the fox. He has to run, but he can't. Not while his mom is fighting so hard. He rushes in the room to protect her. He forms hand signs that his brother taught him. A weak level water jutsu. Water style. Fish spit jutsu. Funny story behind that one. I'll tell you later. Moving on. While the jutsu was weak, not causing any damage, it was surprising enough to blind the man for a moment, letting Makoto grab Naruto and flee as they escape. She yells at her son, "Where's Sasuke?" "On the lake, where we always train." She rushes, holding Naruto close. As she reaches Sasuke, he complains, "Took you long enough." He stopped. Once he sees his mother covered in blood, he asks Naruto what happened, to which Makoto explains.
Some ninja are attacking the compound. Hurry. We have to find your father.
Her breath was cut short as a blade pierces her heart. Blood splatters on the children's faces. They're too shocked to move, to react. As she goes limp, her son's only reaction is to catch her. But behind her, they see the visage of a man, the same man that just killed their mother. He stands, wearing a black robe as he conceals his body, an orange mask with black highlights. But behind the one hole for vision, they see a beating red eye with a Sharingan. The boys falls to their knees. As Sasuke unlocks his Sharingan out of rage, he glares at the man behind his mask. But he just gets closer to Naruto, reaching for him. But Sasuke doesn't hesitate to jump in to protect his brother. But the man's arm just passes through Sasuke's skull. As he's about to reach Naruto, he's stopped by the yell of Fugaku. As he appears holding Shisui, who's missing an eye, leaning in on Fugaku's shoulder.
This is your leader. He's gone now. Leave us be.
He yells at the masked man. The man behind the mask says nothing. He just watches as they hear a familiar voice. "How conceited of you, Fugaku." At At that moment, Fugaku receives a deep gash on his side. He pours blood, leaning over, looking at his children. He yells at them.
Run. Find Itachi.
As he falls to his death, the boys begin to run. But Danzo, he speaks through a cold, calculated voice. Yes, boy, listen to your father and run. But Fox, if you don't want us killing him too, you'll stay. What? At that second, Naruto stops running as Sasuke yells, "Come on! Sasuke, this is my fault. They did this because of me. If I wasn't here, then Mom and Dad." Naruto, his chakra starts to turn a deep, visible red as the fox cloak appears behind him. His tears fall away from his body as he tears Sasuke away from him, roaring ferociously at the enemy, launching them away. But Sasuke comes back. He tells his brother to stop as he pokes him on the forehead the same way Itachi does for them both. This calms Naruto down enough to remind him of what's going on, to remind him that he needs to get to Itachi. He looks at his mother and his father's bodies as he gains enough sense to grab Sasuke's arm and Shisui and flee. He uses the last bit of his energy to run, leap from building to building towards the Hokage's office, using the strength of the fox to escape. But as he does, he makes himself very, very visible to the terrified villagers at the Leaf, much to Danzo's amusement, for he had planned for this. As they escape, the masked man questions, "Shouldn't we go after them?" No. Despite his age, Itachi would be too much for you, and Hiruzen is too much for me. No. Today we won a much bigger fight. The fox will hunt us. So now, all we must do is wait. Danzo then turns to his men as he yells, "Gather the eyes of the fallen. And if any more of the Uchiha dogs wake up, collect theirs as well." And I think that's where we're going to end this one for today. Such an ominous ending. So, did you like it? Did you hate it? What you rate it? And can I just blow my own horn for a second here? I think my writing has gotten so much better since the start. Like, don't get me wrong. I think when I started, my writing was decent, right? The way this story opened felt so epic to me. I could be wrong and it's probably lame as hell, but like, I loved it. So I really do hope you guys liked it, because I want to continue writing some more of this, because this got me excited. Like, I'm about to start looking over my Sakura thing to see how much I did with that one, because I think that's where it started to change. So I do want to say a few closing things, but first I want to let Outlaw Cowboy talk about his experience working on the project, as well as some of the stuff that he's doing on his own. So take it away, Cowboy.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. This experience was 10 out of 10. Man, let's just be real, y'all. We all know how much we love Itachi. Am I right, OnoKage?
You are right, lad.
You already know what it is, bro. And besides, y'all, I want to see y'all put hashtag Itachi is a G in the comments down below, bro. But anyway, guys, if you guys want to check out my channel, that's Outlaw Cowboy, where I do Pokemon and other gaming content. If you guys want to hit me up on my other platforms, you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram, or you can join my Discord server, The Outlands.
And all the links to his channels are in the description. So please do not be shy and go and check out a fellow knight. Support the community. It's what I'm all about. We're going to help build up our fellow artists and creators. Other than that, there is just a few more things that I want to say. First and foremost, if you haven't joined the Village Hidden in the Weeds, which is our very own Discord server for this channel, what are you waiting for? Join it, have fun. There is a multitude of artists that are putting their own content out there, that are trying to get their stuff viewed and shared and liked and loved in the same way that you like and love this content. So let's be real and support our communities. Other than that, one more thing. The music that is on this channel, that being the Tanjiro rap, the Sasuke and Naruto, not a Goku rap yet, I'm working on one. And others like that will be on the King Code channel, which will be rebranded as OnoKage Music. And as soon as I figure out a new logo for it and a new banner and stuff like that, because I want it to be very cohesive and work together. Once that's all finished, I'll make like a little trailer or teaser for it, and hopefully you guys go and support my music, because I'm insanely passionate about music. Honestly, as big as I am as an anime nerd, where I watch and love and study all these other animes, I'm just as big as a music nerd. And if you guys like hearing genuinely good music, because I'm not going to toot my own horn, suck my own dick too hard, I think that my music's fire, and I think you should check it out. Other than that, there's other creators that I'm working with now. Red specifically. That What If is coming out soon. What If Naruto turned into a slime? I think it's going to be awesome-tacular, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Please like, share, and love this video, because the more views it get, the faster that I can actually work with Outlaw and make the next part. Other than that, I don't have much more to say, except that editing this video was more annoying than God pissing on my computer.
But anyway, without any further ado, for peace
And love,
Outlaw
OnoKage.
Cowboy out. Keep it real, y'all. Peace.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. If you run the home, it gonna get smoked. No time for the lame ass jokes. I'm the GOAT. You a gringo when that story's been told. I make money moves, controlling every view. Oh no, you got hella proof, but no one's helping you. What's wrong? Now you on your own, you really want to smoke? Oh no, Chico really done did wrong. What's wrong? The hollow meta in the sky list, bro. Keep talking crazy, I may go post though. Always trouble when they go too far. Nobody messing me familiar.